Welcome, everyone. On today's episode of the Girl Camper Podcast, I'm Lisa McDermott, along with
Janine.
and we are going to give you some tips on how to find some great travel deals on this Travel Tuesday. Stay tuned. Hey, everybody, welcome back. And today is Travel Tuesday, the day that you can find great travel deals for 2025. And that includes great deals on camping for 2025. And we've got some doozies for you. First, we're going to take a quick commercial break to thank our sponsor of today's show, Go RVing.
What does it mean to camp like a girl?
It means charting your own course.
It means following your passions.
It means building your circle.
Sharing experiences.
And making memories that will last a lifetime.
It means conquering obstacles.
Finding your freedom.
And learning that so much more is out there for you to discover.
So what does it mean to camp like a girl? Well, that's for you to decide.
Because behind every great trip plan is a woman. Start your adventure today at GoRVing.com.
Thank you, Go RVing. Go RVing has been a Girl Campers sponsor for over 10 years now, and they're just the best, most fun people to work with. So thank you, Go RVing, for putting Girl Campers in your portfolio there. We love that. Girl Campers are a demographic in the RV industry now. We love that. Now, Lisa, I didn't even know there was such a thing as Travel Tuesday. I know there's Giving Tuesday, which is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving or the Tuesday after
I
Thanksgiving?
think you might be thinking of Sunday. I think it's Giving Sunday, maybe because it's Black Friday. And then
Yes.
Small Business Saturday. And then I think
Okay.
it's Giving Sunday and then Cyber Monday. And then
Oh my
now
goodness.
there is,
And now Travel Tuesday.
now there's Travel Tuesday.
I love
it-
any day dedicated to going places and doing things I'm all on board with. And you and I put our thinking caps on. And we thought of some of the ways that we have saved money over the years. Some are better than others, but we thought we would just take you through it, see what works. And I am interested to see how these relate to what part of the country you live in, because some of these things are not a New Jersey thing. Some are in not in other areas. So let's kick it off with number one. The great place to find a discount is the booking platforms.
Exactly. And these aren't just unique to finding hotels and airplanes. There's booking platforms out there for camping, like Hip Camp, The Dirt, Camp Spot.
Yep. And, once you download these apps, I mean, that's all they want you to do, download the apps. I would say go ahead and sign up for notifications. I know we don't need one more notification, but this is sort of the notification that you do want because they do run specials. I would say, in addition to these booking platforms, to sign up for their newsletters.
Good
Well,
point.
Often you get extra, we give extra things to our newsletter subscribers, hint, hint. If you subscribe to our newsletter, you might get an extra discount in the store, or you might know about something ahead of time, or you might get something from one of our partners that people on the rest of the platforms are not getting. So in addition to getting the app for these booking platforms, go ahead and sign up for their newsletters.
Great, because that's a great point. Actually, in today's newsletter, if you got it, you would have seen that one of our other partners, Sun Outdoors, is running a great Black Friday deal. Unfortunately, it does end today, so act today, but you can get up to 50% off your camping reservations at any Sun Outdoors resort in 2025. So
That's huge.
that is huge.
2% is big because campsites aren't $19.99 anymore. I
Yep.
mean, you really have to work a campsite and a stay into your budget now. 50% off. Okay, your stay just went from 3 days to 6 days.
Well, exactly. And it's up to 50% off. I think it's on a scale of how many days you book, but it's still a great deal. And they have fabulous resorts all across the country. So definitely check those out. But it does you in today.
Oh,
So
all
go
right. So
today.
that's a good one to know. So
Right.
let's keep moving on in that and talk about the existing partners we have, like Sun RV Resorts, our friends at KOA. There are other places that have rewards programs. I mean, I had the KOA reward card for years and years. So a lot of our friends, Spacious Skies has a frequent flyer, a frequent, frequent dayer, frequent camper reward system. Most campgrounds do. I think that's worth checking out.
Definitely. And I'm a KOA member too. And this last year, I stayed enough that I'm actually going to get a free night or two at a KOA. And the discount that I get, I think my membership to KOA is like $35-ish a year. But then that gets me 10% off at at their resorts. And that's a good one to do. So yeah, look for discounts, membership discounts. The other big one is also the government discounts because you can get discounts at state, national parks. They offer them for seniors, veterans, sometimes residents, or like me, I'm actually considered disabled because I am partially deaf. So I have a lifetime America the Beautiful pass that gets me into all national parks for free. But then I also get 50% off staying at any Forest Service, federal, national park campground. And that's a nice discount. And that card was free to me because I have a disability.
And you know what? You don't, and we hope you don't have a disability. But once you become a senior, I still can't believe I qualify for this now. But I'm happy to take the discount. I laugh about it because you turn 65, you don't feel any different than you did the day before. Age is a mindset. My dad used to laugh and say, everybody wants to give me a discount now that I'm 65. Well, where were all these people when I was raising 7 kids? I don't really need the discount now. I'll take it. I sign up for the senior discount anywhere I can get it.
Good point. Good point.
It is at national parks too, so you could get that. On credit card companies. So if you have a reward credit card, a Capital One, whenever it is you use, so you can be earning rewards, obviously, but some of them do cover campgrounds too. And if not, you could cash your points in for cash and use it to go camping.
Exactly. Yep. You mentioned Capital One. That is who we use. And we get points on travel. Well, we use our points that we accumulate on every purchase to use for a lot of travel. And we've gone all over the world, but we've also used it on camping. In fact, we're heading out soon to go do a camp ski vacation. And we plan to use the points to pay for the camping out where we're going.
So at the camp, are you going to be at a campground?
We are going to Grand Targhee Ski Resort, which is in Wyoming. It's right across the pass from, everybody knows Jackson Hole.
Yep.
Very few people know about Targhee, but Targhee has wonderful snow. And it's a small mom and pop operation. I should say it's small. It is not small because we are in the big mountains, but they offer camping on site. Now, we've never done that before at Targhee. We've done it when we've gone down to Colorado in Summit County. But this one, we're actually camping on site. So I'll be curious to see what it is. But it only costs us $40 a night for us to take our van and stay there. And as opposed to $240 a night to stay in the lodge. So
yeah, what a huge difference, that, and it's fun.
yeah,
I can't wait because we did a story in the magazine about parking lots and ski resorts camping. And ever since we did that, I've wanted to go.
it is fun.
It looks like fun. Okay, this is one of my favorite things. And I do this a lot with travel, especially not even so much. I do it with camping, but international travel or bucket list things that you're on your list. Like I finally went to Alaska this year and we did go in August, which is prime time. Someplace like Alaska, you kind of want to go. You have a small window of good weather and that's when you want to go. But if you're camping off peak, going on shoulder seasons to destination places, so not only will you do better with your camping prices, but all the tourist things you do while you're there, you're going to get a better price on. The restaurants go down a little. Everything becomes a little cheaper in the off season.
Yeah, and I think we should explain in some areas what an off season is. For out where I live here in the Black Hills, the
Mhm.
off season, if you're looking for camping in a camping place, is going to be in May. Is
Mhm.
usually when they're going to start to open, and then they'll stay on through September. So May
Mhm.
and September are our shoulder seasons, and you can usually get some really good discounts.
Yeah. Now, here in New Jersey, most campgrounds are open and fully operational by May 1st, but plenty of them open March 1st, where they're getting organized again and they're getting all their plumbing going and stuff. And you can camp for $30 a night in March and April.
Nice.
That same site's going to cost just $60 to $80 a night, in May, June, July, August. So that's what the shoulder season would be here. The other thing about off peak is it may not necessarily mean off peak in the months, but in the time of the week. A
Mhm.
lot of times in New Jersey, even if it's at peak season, a lot of the campgrounds, so June is peak season, May is peak season here, but school is still in. So if you go camping in New Jersey during the week in May and June, you're going to get some pretty cheap sites.
Good point. Yep.
Okay.
Camping during the weekdays can also give you some good
And I
discounts.
love weekday camping.
I do
I
too. Less crowded.
will honestly, sometimes I'd rather go down to the seasonal site during the week and come home on the weekends because
Yeah.
my friends are off work. So there's fun things to do at home, and the campground is riotous. I mean, the kids are having fun. That doesn't bother me. I love to see kids at a campground being kids. It actually makes me happy. But, sometimes I'm just like, I want to chill at the campground. So I go during the week and come home on the weekend. So that's something to keep in mind too.
Yeah. The other thing to think about, besides camping at basically camping at resorts or commercial campgrounds, is
Mhm.
think about camping at city or county parks. They're usually very low end and can be quite nice.
It's funny that you said that. Where my mom lives down in Waxahachie, Texas, the Waxahachie had a little like county campground by the lake for a while there. They also have a dump site at the Civic Center there that, people in the know about. You can go in there. So if you're boondocking on private property or you're at one of those little city or township kind of out of the way places that locals know about, there is the dump station there. The other thing that is here in New Jersey, is the military bases. So
Right.
if you're a veteran, you can, you've got to go and show your credentials and everything. But a lot of, I'm right here with Fort Dix and McGuire Air Force Base, 10 miles from me. And a lot of people who are veterans can go there and park a night or two or, so if you're a veteran, see if there's a military base near you that will let you park there.
That's a great point. And I think there are, oh, what am I thinking? Corps of Engineers is another one. We'll get to some of the government free options, but I guess Corps of Engineers isn't free, but those are, I've heard, really great campgrounds and very low cost.
Okay. Let's think about this. All right. Number 5. This is what we're all about. Join a camping community.
Great. Like Girl Camper.
Well, what's cool about Girl Camper is we work with a lot of campground chains. We love our friends at Spacious Skies and Sun RV Outdoors, and we have longstanding relationships with those people, and they give our people discounts.
We do.
So, yeah, and Spacious Skies always gives Girl Campers 10% off. Anytime we have an event there, they offer a nice discount for us. So by joining an online community, there may be an established relationship there that you are a member of, so you get to take advantage of, and you can get a discount that way. You're also part of the community where it is, word of mouth. People are online and
Mhm.
they're online on Facebook and they're like, guess what? I stayed here and, they got a special going on or whatever. So you get that online resourcing.
And there's other Facebook groups besides Grow Camper, like camping deals and campground reviews. And you can often find, exclusive offers on those.
I've heard. I've heard.
And then
It-
there's some website forums like irv2.com and Campendium that they feature user shared tips and discounts on.
Yeah. I really love the idea of the whole crowdsourcing and just these are people out there doing it. They're not talking about a link that came through. They were there.
Right.
So not only they tell you if there's a discount, they'll tell you if it was decent.
Mhm.
Or, there's a lot of scammers out there. So I do like the crowdsourcing because you know that it's coming from someone who actually went there and did it.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. So before we move on to number 6, let's take another quick break to thank our second show sponsor, Progressive Insurance.
If your travel trailer is uninsured, you could run into issues down the road. Protect your RV with Progressive. Quote online in as little as 4 minutes.
Hey, thanks, Progressive. We appreciate having you guys as a partner with Grow Camper. We love what you guys do and support us. So, moving on now, Janine, to number 6 on our list, and that is to look for free or low-cost camping options.
Free is good. Free
Free?
is always good. Wink the free.
And I probably do more of this than you do, only
Lots
because of
more.
only because of where I live, which is boondocking, dispersed camping, dry camping, whatever you want to call it. But
Then land.
yep, overlanding, so we out where I live, we have a lot of Forest Service land and you can camp on it for free. You can also do a lot of it on Bureau of Land Management, national grasslands, all of that kind of stuff. It's great. There's a lot of apps out there will help you find those locations. But
And when
yeah,
you open it, you'll see that there are none in New Jersey.
0.
Literally 0, but that's okay.
That's okay.
The thing we want our audience to know, because, we say at Girl Camper, there's no wrong way to camp like a girl. You may be accustomed to a gated KOA where you feel all tucked in and hugged to bed at night. And then you may not know about Bureau of Land Management or dispersed camping. So when you're out there and you find this spot, you literally just find it on an app and hey, here's a coordinate. I can park here for free. No one's going to come by at 2 a.m. and tell me to move my truck or my vehicle. But you're not going to get anything other than the parking space.
Exactly. Yep.
And the
Yep.
view.
And the view. Because, I love camping at the Wall, which overlooks Badlands National Park. And you talk about a view, but yeah.
Unbelievable.
It is.
Lisa went out there to watch the Presidius. Is that
Yep.
what yeah.
We almost every year we go out for, I think you could say it, the Presidius meteorite shower that's in August. And
Yeah, it's so beautiful. And I didn't camp at the Wall. I camped down in Badlands. And it was one of the coolest things I ever did. I mean, it was like camping on Mars. The silhouette, the backdrop, like you were on a movie set. It was unbelievably beautiful. So what I love about the national parks, and I've done it when I camped out in Quartzsite, it just open space. And the sunsets were spectacular because there's space. There's just space around you. So it's really cool if you have, the chops to do it. And I'll tell you, I was nervous about doing it, but I don't think I'd bat an eyelash now. Like you kind of got to do it with someone who does. And then you're going to feel better. And once you do it a couple of times, you're going to be all in.
yep, it's old hat. And we'll put a link in the show notes to a bunch of different apps that'll help find you or help you to find free camping sites. Some of them that we do know out there are like freecampsites.net, iOverlanding. I'm sure like Campendium and all of those RV, Trip Wizard, things like that. All will do.
But we also have free, and then we have almost free. And almost free would be like RV overnights and Harvest Hosts. Like these charge an annual fee. I think Harvest Hosts is it over 100 now, or is
Yeah, it's over 100.
They always have
Nor
a sale going though. They
They
always. I
they've
would have
got
believed it's fun.
they've got a sale right now, 30% off. So,
Yeah, we'll put
mhm.
the link in.
Yep.
So the thing about Harvest Host, you pay an annual fee. I'm going to say it's 70 because they always have a coupon. I pay 70. Anyway, so what I like about Harvest Host is uh, I'm not a wine drinker, but I love to camp in the wineries. So you pay this annual fee. There's spot. I don't know how many locations they have. I want to say 6,000. I hope I'm not just making that number up.
It's a
I
few
think
thousand. Yeah, it's a few thousand.
it's a lot. Anyway, they don't have tons, as many on the East Coast as they have sort of out west, but they are really growing out here now too. So you could pick a winery or like they have farms, but they have really kind of offbeat things too, like a baseball field parking lot, like a AAA team parking lot, a train museum parking lot, I mean, a golf course. It's just a safe place to put your camper overnight. And sometimes you're lucky enough that there's a restaurant or something there. You could go in and use the potty. And what they ask is wherever you are staying, you make a purchase there. So I have no problem purchasing a couple bottles of wine. I have something to bring when I keep them in my camper. And when I'm visiting someone, I can bring a bottle of wine or you go into a museum store. There's always something you can find to buy there. It's supporting a small business, but it's also just like exposure to really fun, different things.
Exactly. And one way I had never thought about using a membership like that, whether it's Harvest Host or RV Overnights, is you don't just need to use it as like a stopover on a way to another destination. I met these gals one time at a Harvest Host location down outside of Colorado, and they used their membership every weekend to go somewhere around the Denver area because they said there was like over 100 different locations within 100 miles. And that
Denver.
particular weekend, we were all at a cidery, and that was where they went. And you think about that. Well, they paid $100 for their membership, and here they're staying at this wonderful cidery. And
Well, and the
you
food trucks are coming.
the food truck. Well, we had pizzas and stuff like that there.
Food trucks and music and lights and people. And I'm like, this is a party that you brought all your friends to, and you don't have to have a designated driver because everyone's walking back to their camper.
Exactly. And the big thing now with Harvest Hosts is that they've got a lot of locations where you can stay more than one night, which is really nice.
I've seen
And
that trend. Yeah.
yep. And several locations actually have some minimal hookups. So you might need electricity, they might have it. I can speak to that cidery we were at. They actually had a bathroom on site we got to go use, which
The
was kind of
winery in New Jersey gives you hookups. The guy has like four pull-ins that have a 30 amp.
yeah.
So, you got lights, you got, so it's really fun. You told me that story before, and I'm like, I got all the New Jersey girls to go out and join Harvest Host. I'm like, we're doing this. We're going to have so much fun. So just not as many places here.
Mhm.
And so anyway, I'm still not giving up on that idea. So
It's a
the
fun
whole,
idea.
yeah, the whole idea of a membership like that, very inexpensive for what you get back.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I love that it is supporting a small business at the same time.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
okay, what's next on our list?
Booking last minute deals. So these are good, if you've got a campground that has a few empty spots and they're trying to fill. It's kind of like the sales that you'll see at a hotel or an airline, that, oh, we've got, this weekend coming up, who wants to fly to Orlando
Or
for
more.
$59?
Right. Or when you have a ticket for an airline and they haven't booked the good seats yet and they send you a note saying, would you like to upgrade? I flew home from your house and I think I paid $29 to move from coach to first class.
Nice.
And I
Nice.
didn't have to pay $40 for my suitcase. So it was a win.
So
You know-
sometimes that is a great way to find some discounts is to call the actual campground as the date gets closer to the reservation date that you want and see if they actually have any last minute offers.
And that conversely, that works the other way too.
Yes,
So
it does.
if you know you're going to be there, right? Because campgrounds are doing this thing now where what are they calling it? Something pricing.
Like was it revolving pricing? something like that. And
that
it's
word in front of pricing, but anyway, basically what it means is if you're coming up on a weekend and the sites are full, they only have 12 sites left out of the 150 there, the price of that site's going up.
Mhm.
Okay. If you have a bunch of sites left, 3 days, 5 days a week before, the prices are going to go down. So I don't know, maybe we'll call it volume pricing. That's not what they call it. But anyway, so it's in your best interest to kind of book early. Another thing campgrounds are doing now is you're paying a premium to reserve the actual site. So I'll call up and I'll say, my bestie is on site 27. I want to be on 28. Okay, they sign us all up. Do you want to pay $10 extra per night to guarantee that particular site as they can move you to a different site? Well, that's the whole point. I want to camp next to my bestie. So it's a way of increasing their revenue. So anyway, if you book ahead of time, that $10 you're paying to get the site that you actually want, you're going to pay anyway down the line. So just guarantee it. But anyway, the other thing I would tell you about the last minute deals is, again, with the newsletter. If that's a campground you love, if you're staying there, be a follower on their Facebook page. Get their newsletter. Be engaged with them because they appreciate your patronage and they're going to give discounts to their people.
Good point. Yep.
Yeah.
Very right. Yeah.
Right. Let me see. What else do we? Oh, I will say one more thing about that. A lot of times people don't want to just call it out. Like, let's say you call on a Wednesday, you want to come Friday, Saturday. They have 6 sites available, right? Ask to speak to the manager. Sometimes the person answering the phone doesn't have the authority to say to you, I can give you a discount. If you ask to get the manager on the phone, you say, hey, I'm going to come and my friend's going to come with me and we're going to take 2 sites each for 2 nights. That's 4 sales for you. Would you give us 15 or 20% off? No, she can say yes or no, but it doesn't hurt to ask.
Does not hurt to ask. Yep. Just be
Well,
no, and don't get mad if they say no.
Right. Because someone might come in at the last minute.
Right. Exactly. So the next on our list is bundle deals with other activities. So some campgrounds like to partner with things that are going on in their area. Maybe there's like an adventure park or a water park, things like that. Or maybe they've got deals on
Even local restaurants.
restaurants. Yeah, stuff like that. So
Mhm.
see if there's something there that's being offered at your campground. Do they have any coupon packages that they can
Mhm.
pass out to you that maybe they got from their local Chamber of Commerce or
Mhm.
Tourism Visitors Bureau?
And
Mhm.
I would say too, even if you don't get a discount on the camping, it's not a bad idea if you know where you're going and it is a tourist area to go to the Chamber of Commerce or the Convention and Visitor Bureau because they will give you a bundle of coupons and promo codes.
That's a great point. We just did an event. Anita, our South Dakota guy, just did an event here down in Custer in September, and she handed everybody a big, thick coupon book from Deadwood to use up there that their visitor bureau gave her to use. And I'm excited to have it because we're up in Deadwood a lot in the winter because we do a lot of skiing. So
And a lot of times those are things that are good for a year. They don't expire. So, most people are camping 2 or 3 hours from home. So you don't have to feel like you have to do every single thing. It's really cyclical for them. It's a good investment for them because you're going to come back. Because like, oh, I really wanted to go to that cave or that museum or that hike or tour. So chances are high that you might come back. You've got the idea in your head. And sometimes I feel like that's what we need. We need more ideas. So anyway, that's a good thing too, to bundle it. And we just talked about the coupons and promo codes. Campgrounds give those, but CVB, which is the Convention and Visitors Bureau. So look around in that area. A lot of times you'll see things posted, like if you're in the lobby there's always that wall of things or on a bulletin board. Just check about and just simply ask at the desk, do you have any coupons or promos for anything?
Great point. Yep. Very good
Mhm.
point.
Just ask.
Just ask. So we covered a lot of great things today on Travel Tuesday. And
I
had
know we did. I'm gonna give you one more than I wrote in my notes, and that is now, and this is kind of territorial. This is a thing in New Jersey. It might not be up in South Dakota, but in most campgrounds in New Jersey allow you an RV and a tent on a single site. So a lot of our New Jersey girl campers are tent campers. So when we get together at a campground, they share a site. So someone with the RV books the site and she lets the tent camper pitch her tent on that RV site with her and they split the cost. So that is a thing in New Jersey. Maybe it's not elsewhere, but you can have two different people on one site as long as one is an RV and one's tent.
That's a good point. Yeah, I do for some that will allow that here too.
And
Definitely.
some sites allow 2 tents per site. So a lot of people, if like when we were kids and we always tent camped, my parents had a tent outside, a pop-up camper, and a screen tent. The tent outside, the older kids slept out there, but it was also a staging area. My mom stored a lot of stuff in there. So some people may have a tent that they're just keeping gear in and keeping gear dry. I've seen that a lot. Just a cheap pop-up tent, and then your backpack, your hiking stuff is all in there, and you are sleeping in the other one. So anyway, a lot of people allow 2 tents, so you could split with someone.
It's a great point. Ideas.
Heck, we did have some good ideas. It's like we camp.
Do it. Oh, we do.
Don't we? Yeah, we do things. We do
We
things.
think- we do things.
Yeah, so I hope the Travel Tuesday, even if you're not traveling on this Travel Tuesday, I want you to think of this Travel Tuesday as a travel planning Tuesday.
Exactly. Because
That's
lots
your
of
bestie.
the
Yeah.
tips we gave you are good all year round. So yeah.
So get a plan in your head, text your bestie, see if she wants to do that thing you've been talking about doing, even if it's next April, and book that site today and ask for a discount.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Well, Lisa, it's always great being on the show with you, co-host. But I hope your holidays are nice and chill and relaxing and just a great easy time.
and back at you too. I hope you guys have some wonderful holidays too. And this has been really fun. I can't wait to see where we go in 2025.
And so we'll ask everybody, if you have a travel tip that we didn't talk about, tell us what it is, because inquiring minds want to know. We want to know what we're missing. We'll add it to the list. And in the meantime, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, to join us at Get Vetted and become a Girl Camper member. It's only $10. It's a one-time fee. You pay it once, then you can see where all our fun trips are. Don't forget to subscribe to the magazine and listen, and share our broadcast. Good. Okay. All right. Well, happy trails, everybody.
Until next week, I'm Lisa McDermott.
I'm Janine Pettit.
We'll catch you by the campfire.
Happy trails.